Well, hello there. Hello there. Hey, what's up, guys? Well, there's an Arizona Customs knife. For those of you that aren't familiar with this knife selling company, um, they're based out of Arizona and they sell all the custom knives. All those makers that don't have time to do the selling themselves or posting it on the websites, they go through these gentlemen, among others. So I'll open this up. This is a knife I've had since, let's see, maybe December. Excuse me while I open the paper. And I haven't gotten around to doing the review on it. Okay, sorry about the lighting. The lighting is pretty bad in here. I wasn't able to use natural lighting because it's kind of overcast today. But anyway, here's a look at this beautiful knife. Look at the carbon fiber. This is an Enrique Pena Dirty Diesel. This is the large one. I don't know the measurements on it. No, I really don't think most people care. They just want to look at the knife itself. Nice large pocket clip. Contoured. Milled. Whatever you call this type of pocket clip. The knife is big and it is heavy. But it flips great. As you can see, I do carry it, and the evidence of that is in the bolsters here, the titanium bolsters. I believe they're glass bead blasted, which gives it a very fine satin feel to them. I'm not an expert knife reviewer by any means, but I do know what I like, and I do know that this knife is done very well. Right here where the titanium meets the carbon fiber, seamless, and the carbon fiber has no voids. As far as I can tell, I have not been able to find any little pockets. What happens is in some of the, I guess, lesser quality, again, I'm no expert, but in some of the lesser quality carbon fiber, I've noticed that you see little air pockets. And this one, you can't see that. It's very solid, very dense. Stone washing on the blade. Acid stone washing. Makes it look really nice. I've never taken this knife apart. It probably does need a cleaning. I've squirted some oil in there. As you can see the evidence there. The knife is sharp. I have touched it up because I have used it lightly. You can see the trails there where I may have used it a little too roughly. This one was already there when I got it. I did get the knife used. So there were already some scuff marks. So that's why I didn't feel bad carrying the knife. So I figured, might as well start using it. For those of you that know or don't know, this knife is pretty pricey. I mean, it goes for about 950 bucks, brand new. Here's the lockup. Here's what it looks like. Very easy to disengage that lock, by the way. Centering is pretty good. Here's the flipper with a little bit of jimping. And here's the jimping on the thumb ramp. Jimping on the thumb ramp. Jimping on the thumb ramp. By the way, that's that phrase is used a lot by the Fat Man. And just in case he's watching, that's a tribute to him. If you don't subscribe to him or haven't seen his videos, very entertaining. Always has a lot of knives in the rotation. Always is getting new stuff. Now look at this backspacer. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Now this is by no means a small knife. You're going to feel this sucker in your pocket. Now I usually carry my gun in my right pant pocket. I can't carry my gun with this in my pocket because I won't be able to get my gun out. As you can see in there, there is some milling done on the titanium. I don't think that's to reduce weight. I believe that's because to get that tension or that spring in the lock bar here. I guess this would be a liner lock. since it does have, two pieces of carbon fiber on either end, but it's very, very thick. I mean, it's probably, the liners here are probably as thick as a Kershaw leek. So it could probably stand on its own. But it is a heavy duty knife. I would call it a tactical folder. Beautiful milling done here. I'm sure he uses a milling machine to do that. I've seen the other knives he makes and they come out very uniform. Enrique Pena is a master at his craft. I haven't seen a lot of these videos. I don't know if that's because there's not a lot of these knives out there, or because the guys that have it, maybe they're collectors and there's already knives, there's already videos by collectors showing this knife off. I do carry once in a while. I'm going to start carrying some more. It already has the scratch marks on it, so I don't feel that bad when I do use it. I have touched it up on my sharp maker, and I did get it sharp. I'm just wondering whether it's time to send it for a spot treatment, if that's even offered by Mr. Pena. As you can see, the pocket clip does have some wear on it. Some people probably cringe when they see a $950 knife scuffed up like that. Like I said, it was acquired secondhand, so I don't feel too bad about it, and I plan on using it more. It is a big knife, so that's something you have to take into account. Okay, so let me give you some more action shots. And the smooth, it is on bearings, so it's a big blade, so it's going to fall on itself. I have not adjusted anything. The pivot's nice and tight. It's not loose. The blade doesn't wobble. It's just a beautiful, beautiful knife. It's one of those knives that you take out of your pocket and you just keep looking at, because every time you see it, you appreciate something new. The beautiful carbon fiber, the way, like I said, the seamless transition here. Man, that stone washing on that acid wash, beautiful. It does hide the scratches, except for that one right there. I'm not really sure what happened there. It doesn't bug me too much. Normally this would really bug me, but since it has this nice finish, it does hide the scratches very well. So anyway, just wanted to give you a look at it. It does have a little lanyard post back here. I like the way it's done, because when you look at it this way, you don't see a giant holder for a lanyard, like let's say the paramilitary 2. It's hidden, and if you want to use it, you can use it. I personally don't like the lanyards myself, but if you're going to use one, there it is. Here's another look. I have medium-sized hands. It fits my hands really well. Since I don't use it hard, I don't know if it has any hot spots, but you can choke up on it on the choil. The choil has been beautifully done, by the way. It's very comfortable. At no time does my finger touch the sharp edge. And even though I don't use a knife like this, I've never actually used it where I cut like this. But it's nice to have it like this, because when you're sitting down just playing with the knife, you can hold it here. Now that I'm looking at it, I've never had any lock stick with this knife. But right now, if you heard it, it did have a little bit. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's a little bit. So there she is, Dirty Diesel, putting up the video right now. Now that I have a nice and quiet house, maybe I'll do some of the other knives now that I'm at it. Man, the jimping is nice and sharp. I really appreciate that, because if you're really having to use this knife in an aggressive way, that jimping really gets into your fingers there. It's no fake jimping. Nothing fancy would probably like this knife. Although the weight is gonna definitely not put it on his list. Alright guys, there she is. Beautiful, nice. Enrique Pena Dirty Diesel. By the way, look at that swedge. Makes that little bit of a belly on the recurve there. Man, what a beautiful blade. It's just a beautiful knife all around. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.